Alright, so I'm gonna enjoy my Saturday. I'm just gonna walk around, eat at one of these side restaurants like on the street. I think I want some noodle soup. I'm gonna go check out one of the malls. Maybe if I have time, check out the night market. Just gonna see where the day takes me, man. So come on, let's go. I don't know if it's just me, but Asian countries, Asian houses and the streets, they have a particular smell. It smells like herby, like a mix of garlic or something. I don't know, like it's just very specific to Asian households. If you know, you know. I wanted to get noodle soup and I was able to find it. And you know it's good when there's a lot of locals eating here. Then I ordered this Chinese iced tea, which is as sweet as I want it. It's perfect. And this costs like 25 cents. And this noodle soup costs like $1.50. Oh. I love Asian food. Oh my god. Alright, so I'm out here waiting for the bus, but there's like a little grocery herb store that I want to check out. These are all like, are they hot? Yeah, they're warm. So I guess it's like food ready in plastic bags. You have popcorn, goods, like pastries, and just the smell. It smells like chili. There's also all this, oh my god, different kinds of curry paste. Wow. Kinds of sauces, honey. It's so interesting. Like the Thai language to me looks like a mix of Arabic and English. If they had a baby. Every time I go to a new place, I always go on public transportation. I think it's the best way you get to know a city and you get to see everything how locals see it, but it's also really cheap too. And if I live in a place for an extended period of time, I like being able to get around through public transportation. Taking an Uber, they're not super expensive, but I think the best way to really travel through these places is through public transportation. Like for me, that's why I love Europe so much, because public transportation is so accessible. And I think so far Bangkok does a pretty good job of it. I think they have a metro here as well. Okay, so I just arrived to the Siam Center. It's just like a whole entire area filled with a bunch of malls and things to do. So we're just gonna walk through them. The thing with Bangkok is that it's so spread out. It doesn't feel like super packed, even though traffic in some parts of the city is pretty bad. Gotta get some of these Jesus sandals. Super comfy. But I have to hold this now. Kinda didn't really think it through. Look at all that Chinese jewelry. I found myself in like an anime store. There's everything anime, from all the goodies like the t-shirts and the keychains and the manga and everything that you could want. It's like a weeaboo's dream in here. I used to watch anime a lot when I was younger, and then I just kind of grew out of it. You know what's so weird? All this stuff is very familiar to me. I feel like I don't relate to this culture at all. Like being in Colombia for so long, I know how to talk to people, I know how to flirt with girls, and then I come to a place like this and I feel completely foreign and I have no idea like where to start. There are so many delicious options that I have no idea what to pick. I just want to try everything because all of it looks so good, but then I'm getting analysis paralysis because trying to figure out which one I actually want is very hard. Alright, so the thing I like about food courts is that you can just order a bunch of really little things. So I ordered this rice dish with, because I wanted some shrimp, and I think afterwards I might go back for like a soup, like a noodle soup, because I was really craving it. This costs like $2. Oh my god. Oh wow, man, that's a lot of flavor in that. So I seem to have walked into the cultural center, which is right in front of the MBK Mall. It's just like a big giant area with a bunch of stuff to do. It kind of looks like an art museum, I think. Yeah, I swear I've been walking around this area for like 2 hours and it just keeps on going. There's just so many different like buildings, different shopping plazas. Now I'm outdoor and there's like this outdoor plaza as well. Siam Center is like where everything is happening, but look. Oh, what? Nintendo Switch event? I look like everybody else, but I don't connect with them. Culture, even the way that I dress, I'm very westernized, I'm very American. There are a lot of beautiful Asian women walking around though. They're very rare, people that are my type, but being in an area like this, you see a lot of the younger people, and then I'm just like, okay, yeah, I get it. Here and there, you'll be able to find some pretty beautiful women. Alright, so today is my last day here in Bangkok. I leave to Chiang Mai today. There was something that I was seeing, it's called the Grand Palace. There's a bunch of temples here in Bangkok, but that seems to be like the granddaddy of all the palaces. There's a strict dress code when you walk in. You can't wear shorts, you have to wear pants, so be careful of that. The vibes of Thailand are so different to what I expected. So let's go check out the Grand Palace. Alright, so I entered through the front gates. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. It's funny because there's a bunch of like Asian tours going around. So I'm thinking about blending in with one of the tours, speaking Chinese and then trying to blend in with everybody. We'll see how that goes. Love the intricacies of all these designs, the colors and the shapes and the patterns. It's just so intricate and complex. It's really, really beautiful. When I was younger, I probably came here with my family, but I don't remember it at all. There's a lot of people though. I think it's because it's a Sunday. And it opens at 8:30. I got here at like 9, barely 9. And there's still like a ton of people. I can't imagine like, later in the day what it must be like. I just heard that Thai guy speaking really good Spanish. Obviously he has the Thai accent, but that was very, very impressive. So I was walking around the city and I was thinking to myself, where are all the Chinese people? And then I realized I go to all these tourist places and they're all a part of the big Chinese tours. I definitely did that a lot when I was a kid and they were cool, but I think exploring the city by yourself and being able to do this alone is a much better experience. Okay, that chapel of the Emerald Buddha is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in my life. It's a bummer that you can't film while you're inside. When you're here in Bangkok, you have to check it out. It is crazy. I also decided to shave my my beard off, or my little mustache, because I wanted to look as Asian as possible so I can blend in more. I felt like I was walking around yesterday in the mall. I stood out because I dressed so Western, so I wanted to try to get more in tune with my roots. And it's been working because I've just been going everywhere and people just assume I'm Chinese. It's nice. So after leaving the chapel with the Buddha, you come out and then you have this beautiful, beautiful grand palace right behind you. Thailand feels like a mix of India, like that part of the world, and Asian culture that I'm very familiar with. The colors are beautiful, the use of gold, the intricacy of the designs. There's just so much to love about the... Oh, awesome. And this is one of the palaces where I 100% think that it was fully worth the admission. Look how beautiful this is. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So it's really hard to describe, but I get like a sense of peace when I'm around this culture and these teachings. I think the way that my brain is wired for being an Asian person, I see things very organized, very orderly, safety, all these things. Knowing that I'm in a place where I can share this culture with a bunch of other people gives me a really strong sense of peace. So for the last couple of years, I proclaimed myself a Christian, and then after having a really bad experience with the church, I wonder about that actually. I'm still getting comments every day, people telling me I have to live my life like X, Y, and Z because I'm a Christian. I absolutely hate when people tell me that. It's comments like this, telling somebody else how to live their life, that makes people hate religion so much. The reason why I like Buddhism is like it's an inner journey. You're trying to find enlightenment within yourself by meditating. I think you can tell the strength of a religion or like a philosophy by how the country is run. If you go to a place like Latin America, which they're all Catholic, but it's a bunch of chaos, it's very unsafe, people killing, drugging, lying all the time, is that really a strong religion? I don't think so. Also, something that I find very interesting is that even though it is hot and humid, I'm not sweating a bunch. I feel like actually my genes and genetics make me to want to be in environments like this. I've noticed that when I'm in hot, humid environments like from Southeast Asia, a lot of my skin problems go away, a lot of my allergies go away. This seems exactly where I'm supposed to be. I also really admire this Eastern style because it's like a lot of intricacies, a lot of patterns, but it's a lot of order. It's characterized by a lot of gold. A lot of the buildings have the pointy tips at the top. It's very interesting comparing it with a place like the Vatican or Europe. It's just different. I also think it's very interesting seeing how designs are made based on the religion and the philosophy of a certain country. Yeah, I don't know why seeing these kind of designs to me feels like I'm right at home and it feels extremely beautiful. So the juices here are surprisingly super good. All of the fruits they have, I didn't expect them to have, and they're extremely cheap. Like I got the smoothie for 50 baht, so like $1.20. And the food is cheap, everything's cheaper. So now that I'm walking around like the really touristy areas, that's when you get the tuk-tuks hassling you. Hey, come here, come here. Telling you all this information, I don't know if it's true or not. Just ignore it, just keep moving forward. Just ignore. All right, so next to the Grand Palace is a place called Wat Pho. That's where like you have this big giant leaning Buddha. This one's really nice because it's a lot less crowded than the Grand Palace. Oh my goodness, and it's just as beautiful. So going to Wat Pho is actually cooler than the Grand Palace because you get a lot of the same beautiful architecture, but you also have a bunch of like people who actually go to school here. Thai life going on around you. So for example, if you look over there, you see all these people, they're painting. It seems like there's a school here. And you see some people over there like performing. There seems to be a lot more life here. 40% of the price of the Grand Palace. So if you had to pick one, I would just come to this one with the reclining Buddha. It's a very similar experience and there's a lot less people, so it's very nice.